Okay, so today I would like to talk about another comic book battle between Mary Marvel and Captain Mar-Vell. And so Mary Marvel is like, I guess, the sister of Billy Batson, aka Captain Marvel. And she was made, I think, in like the 90s, so she's kind of a newer character. Doesn't have a lot of feats, but is basically the same thing as Captain Marvel in a way, just a girl, basically. So she still has like the same powers as Billy Batson. This, the wisdom of, let's see, the wisdom of Solomon, strength of Hercules, stamina of Atlas, power of Zeus, courage of Achilles, and speed of Mercury. So once again, the wisdom of Solomon basically gives you higher knowledge on things like basically intellect, like math, war strategies, and other things. Plus, of course, the strength, which is practically off the chart. Like all DC characters, they seem to have like incalculable strength, which is probably just I'm not sure if because I had to look up Mary Marvel because I wasn't too didn't have much knowledge of Mary Marvel, so I had to look her up. I'm not sure if she is as strong as Captain Marvel or Superman, but as far as I know, she's basically in the same strength class due to the powers of Shazam, except if they're using their powers at the same time, like Captain Marvel Jr. and Mary Marvel, just say they're using them at the same time, their powers get split between 1/3 of them, so they'd be 1/3 or one. So if it's Captain Marvel's using it, Mary Marvel uses it, they're half strength, but of course for this fight, she's full power, so I do believe they would have the exact same person, just a girl. But of course, the stamina of Atlas, you can just go fight for an extended period of time. Endurance, she has invulnerability. She does have a weakness against high magic, but Captain Marvel unfortunately doesn't use magic, so that probably won't be a factor in this fight. So, of course, she has the power of Zeus, shoot lightning bolts, other very magical lightning attacks. Of course, when she yells at Shazam, a giant bolt comes down, changes her into Mary Marvel or Mary Batson back. She can use it as a battling attack. If he's right in the path, she yells it out, hits him, probably hurt really, really bad. But then, of course, you got the courage of Achilles, where basically you have the courage. You're brave. You're not going to like fear away. You're just gonna go do it. I want to fight this person no matter how strong they are, basically. Then, of course, the speed of Mercury, where she's basically as fast as Superman, all those people, just super fast, because, of course, DC characters are always naturally faster than Marvel characters, which they would probably have an edge in, and possibly strength, depending on what character you use. So that's kind of Mary Marvel for you. And now we're going to talk to Captain Mar-Vell, and he is dead, but I'm using him for these fights because I thought I'd choose him because he's a cool character and I enjoy him. And so Captain Mar-Vell is a Kree. He was genetically enhanced, giving him strength. Only, unfortunately, his strength is roughly around 15 tons, maybe more. So his strength probably won't be a factor in this fight, but he can take a beating, so he could still keep up with Mary Marvel if they were going to fight. He could still punch and maybe do slight damage, but probably not that much. But he does wear the nega bands. Yeah, so the nega bands, which is different from the quantum bands, but the nega bands, he can absorb energy, like solar energy, and he can shoot it out. He has photon attacks. He can fly the speed of light. So when it comes to speed, he can match Mary Marvel when it comes to the speed. But he's also virtually invulnerable, so he could take a beating. If they were to fight it out, he could probably keep it up for a short period of time. But her strength is vastly superior, so it would probably eventually, his vulnerability and endurance would probably eventually give out. But what can give him an edge in this is that let's see, I have this written down somewhere. He does have cosmic awareness, which basically allows him to know exactly what he needs to feel, and he needs to know at any given moment. So if they were fighting, he would automatically know her weakness, but unfortunately for that, he is not going to have magic on him, so that won't be a factor. But another big factor is his energy blasts out. His energy blasts are really, really powerful because he's also been able to he's also been able to fight Thanos back in the day in the 70s. And Classic Thanos was pretty strong. He beat up Classic Thor, and the Classic Thor was pretty strong. He beat up him, the Avengers, Drax, so who is vastly better, more powerful than Mary Mar-Vell. But Captain Mar-Vell's energy attacks can destroy stars practically way larger than Earth's. So if he was able to just keep a distance and attack her with just all he's got with energy attacks, he could possibly win. But when it comes to Mary Mar-Vell, her reaction speed is going to be greater, so she can probably dodge energy attacks and probably get hit with a few. It's going to take Mary Mar-Vell's going to take some damage in this fight, but unfortunately, Mar-Vell doesn't have the strength to compete in this battle, and eventually that's going to take a huge factor on him with his endurance due to the fact that Mary Mar-Vell has basically Captain Marvel Superman level strength, and that's going to be probably his downfall in this one. So in the end, Mary Mar-Vell will win this fight, and that's going to give DC 5 wins and Marvel 6 wins, and that's going to end my review.